Alright, so I got the four ways on, and the trailer's still attached here, and I just had a feeling that something wasn't working right again, and you got an issue with lights here in the back. I also verified that the one on the right here, the passenger side, also doesn't work with the turn signal. The tail light part does work. Let me turn those on and show you. Okay, so you can see all the running lights here, tail lights, they're all on. So I'm assuming that LED light is bad. So a couple things that I did first was came up to it and I just tapped the light a little bit to see if the connection was loose. Didn't get anything. And then I also wiggled the plug by the truck here, cord that comes in. I actually wiggled this a little bit and I didn't get anything to happen either. So I'm going to pull that out and see if we can verify. Well, I guess that the fault is verified. We're going to see if we can find what the issue is. Alright, so I'm not an expert, but I'm going to be after owning this PJ trailer because I've had issues with the lights. I don't know why. I had an issue with tail light on the other side doing this. So to get this out, I'm just using this is like the removed automotive panels or whatever, those grommet things. So I just get it in like this to get it started, and then basically you just work it out of this big piece of rubber here until it comes out, and then there should be a plug on the inside. And there it is. That's what it looks like. So first of all, I'm doing this right by the road, and it seems like every knucklehead known to man is out today. Driving out to the woods today too, like, I don't know, sometimes I just want a cabin where no one can be, so I never have to run into people, because there's people everywhere. I had to stop to get gas, and the gas station was an absolute zoo. It was like a Walmart. I'm like, this is ridiculous. But anyway, what were we doing here? Oh, yeah, so this connection was popped up a little bit, and I just took my thumb and pushed it. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's all it took. I'm hoping that's all it was, because if it's not, the quality of this trailer then is very, very lacking. So I don't know. Let me go turn the hazards on. Let's see. Okay, so the hazards are on. And we have nothing. So that's awesome. So I would like to point out that PJ does use Chinese components, and this is one of those Chinese components. This very craptastic light. So the connection on the back here, you just slide this off. And I know because the other one I had off, because it had broken connectors, because whoever put it together actually smashed the connector. So let me see if I can get this off, and then to verify that it's the light and not the wiring, which it better not be the wiring on a trailer that's less than a year old, I'm going to pop out the other one and I'll plug it in this spot. So I switched them, and bad news, the light that was on the passenger side is now here, and it is working just fine. So we have a different fault. Good luck finding that. Not sure exactly what the problem is there, so I'm going to assume that we're not getting the power back to the taillight part. So it looks like we got white, brown, and a green. Green is probably the ground. So we're going to try verifying this with a light tester thing, circuit tester. So let me put the other light back. Alright, so I moved inside the shed here. Good news, bad news. I used the battery charger as my power source to eliminate the truck, so if there was an issue with the truck, it wouldn't show up with the trailer. It's to kind of isolate where I'm ending up with the power issue. And it turns out, where I have this nail in, that's where I ran my hot lead, and the ground I just put on the trailer there. This one is the turn signal on the passenger side, and it works just fine when I power it with the battery charger. So there's got to be something wrong with the truck harness again, and at this point I'm ready just to order a new harness, because there's been issues with that, and I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is with that harness, but it just doesn't seem to work. I kind of want to maybe even check the fuses underneath the hood again and see if something popped. I don't know, that harness has been just something else. So yeah, so if you're verifying problems, start with the easiest thing first. So in that case, it would be tapping the light, wiggling your plug. If that doesn't do it, check the light. Even though I know some troubleshooting will steer you other ways first, I'd pull the light and just flip-flop the lights because that's easy to check. And then I wanted to make sure that the fault was with the trailer, not the truck. And obviously, not obviously, but I'm 99% sure that the trailer is there isn't an issue with the trailer. It's the issues with the truck again. So we're gonna verify that here. So after some messing around, I took the circuit tester and tested the plug on the truck. Obviously there's no power coming to that side for the brake light on the passenger side or the hazard. I fiddled with those two fuses. I flip-flopped them and now it works. So I don't know what that means. I have no idea. That makes absolutely no sense. The one fuse looked dark, but you can see now that they're both working. And I don't know why. And I have running lights, and I checked each signal light individually. I don't know what the issue is with this trailer or the truck wiring harness. I don't know. I'm to a point where I just want to buy a different wiring harness because I've been having so much problem with it. I don't know what the problem is. I really don't. And like I said, what I did makes absolutely no sense that would work if I just took the fuses and flip-flopped them. So now I just have on the signal light for the passenger side, and I turned off the running lights. So, and you can see it works fine. So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. And the fuse wasn't loose or anything like that, and I don't know why each individual turn signal would be on a fuse if that's the case. But like I said, that's all I did was go in the actual... My neighbor's just going to town over there trying to wreck his lawnmower, isn't he? Let me get this key out. All I did was change the two fuses here, those two 10s. And I had one 10 I changed before, the bottom one of those sets. You can see it right there. There's a one on the bottom. That 10 I changed because it was blown. And today I took the top one out, and it looked kind of like, it was harder to see through, but it didn't look like it was broke. So I took the top one, put it on my bottom, and put the bottom one, which obviously looked good, there's nothing wrong with it, and put that one on the top, and now everything works again. I don't know. It reminds me of that scene in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where I think it's Christmas Vacation. One of Eddie's kids' daughter's eyes were crossed, and she get kicked in the head by a mule. Her eyes go crossed, falls down a well, eyes go uncrossed. I don't know. Nothing really explains it. So I'll keep you posted on this.